You kind of wish like a retired footballer.
Is no different, with reports that our government is getting ready to roll out an app to track how the virus is spreading in Australia. Thing is, just how many Aussies will sign up to being tracked?
On March 20th, the Singapore government launched a smartphone app called Trace Together to help track down people who may have come into contact with a confirmed COVID-19 case. And Australia wants in, with reports that the government will launch an Aussie COVID-19 tracker within 2 weeks.
We've actually got the code from Singapore. We're very keen to use it and use it perhaps even more extensively than Singapore.
So how does it work? Trace Together uses Bluetooth signals to pinpoint when your phone is near another phone with the app. Both phones then exchange anonymised IDs, creating a log of who you've been near and for how long. All of the data is stored on your phone, not in the cloud, and each contact automatically deletes after 21 days. You only need to hand the data over to health authorities if you become infected.
It's definitely worth looking into this app. The key to stopping this outbreak in places with an absence of an absolute lockdown is identifying cases and their contacts as soon as possible so we can quarantine and isolate them.
But not everyone agrees.
I think the government's got a real challenge here around its credibility, particularly people's ability to trust the government. So the surveillance and the privacy implications, they haven't really provided any detail on how they're going to deal with those. It's had a series of technology failures over the years and has pretty much tried deliberately to undermine privacy just by putting through legislation that places the population under surveillance. So they don't have a great track record here.
There are things that we might not ordinarily do, but in these circumstances, to keep people safe, to save lives, and to save people's livelihoods and get them back to work, if that tool is going to help people do that, then this may be one of the sacrifices we need to make.
His thoughts now. We're catching up with Steve Price. Thanks very much for joining us, mate.
No Pricey. Oh, look out, he's ready to download the app. Look, we gladly give our privacy away to Google and Facebook every day. Surely giving up a little bit more to help the country get on it back on its feet isn't a big ask.
I think that's right, Rachel. And look, the way we are at the moment, I think most Australians would be convinced that to give up a little bit of freedom, as long as we can end this eternal lockdown, it'd be good. I am a little worried that, ASIO and ACIS might know that I went to the IGA twice today and then ended up at a Caltex service station and bought a Snickers bar, which is probably not essential. That would worry me a little bit. But if it's going to end lockdown, sign up to the app, I say.
I reckon you might be assuming there's more support for that than there would be, actually.
No.
Don't you? Well, I don't know. Let's go around the table. Would you sign up?
I think so.
Yeah.
If I thought it would save lives, yeah.
Yep, I'm in.
I like the idea, but it scares me. I feel like it's a disaster waiting to happen.
How? What's going to happen to you?
I don't know. Data, who knows? None of us knew the problem with data to begin with, and I feel like every now and then it comes up that we realise that we've clicked too many buttons and next thing you know, they know everything about you. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think
but
it's
are you
real
doing Zoom and all those things? Aren't we doing that in so many different ways at the moment?
But think about it's the three words that put together scare the hell out of me. Government tracking device.
Yes.
And this came out of Singapore, right? We're talking about that's an autocracy.
Yeah. I think one of the things, Waleed, might be, would we be convinced that when this is all over, that they're not tracking us anymore?
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be guarantees. But the timing after the last few years with the My Health and there's been a few breaches. Obviously through Facebook.
Given how we went with the census, we're probably not all that good with technology.
I will say this, Pricey, if you're going to do this does seem about as well designed as you could do it. As in some of the encryption and things like that around. It seemed to me, at least, to make sense.
But you are also relying on someone who comes down with the symptoms to then self-report that then activates the fact that they've been near other people.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, Pricey, we'll let you go. See you on Monday.
Cheers.
Enjoy Snickers.
Well, that was incriminating. You're right to pick up on that. Across the country, our intensive care units and emergency departments are